Assalamu alaikum and welcome all. I hope that you will be happy and enjoying a healthy life. Viewers, in today's video, I am going to give you a quick overview of all the vegetables which I am growing through this winter in Gulf. Basically, this video is to motivate you and give you confidence that you can also grow your own vegetables even after living in such hot climate. There is a general misconception that in this hot weather we won't be able to do gardening at its best, or we won't be able to grow vegetables on our own at home in good quantity. That's all wrong. This is just to negate this concept. I just want to show you that what I am doing so that you can also get motivated and grow your own healthy food at home. So in today's video, I will just show you those vegetables or herbs which I am growing and using in my kitchen. I will not get into the details. For the details, if you want, you can just comment me in the section below, and I will tell you all those details, that what are their requirements and what soil I'm using, what is the watering routine and all those things. Today I will just show you which are the vegetables I'm growing here. So let's start with this nicely filled chili plant. These are the Umani chilies, we call them. These are not that hot and tiny chilies. They have two uses basically. You can use them fresh and green also, or you can dry them up and use them as red chili powder. And not only this, I am actually growing two more types of chilies in my garden, which I will show you in a while. And this will keep you motivated to grow your own food. Just see how many on one plant you can get. So it's out of question that you can't grow food, you can't grow your own vegetables and fruits in your garden. And about fruits, I will show you in another video that which fruit plants I have in my garden. But today only we will talk about vegetables. Then secondly, I have Brinjal plant. The plant is healthy. It's quite a big plant, or around 1.5 years old, but still it's not fruiting. That I'm working on nowadays, that why it's not fruiting. I'm trying to figure out those problems. Maybe it has some deficiency, or there is some watering routine problem, so that I will find out later. Here in these containers I have grown coriander, which is about to end now. This is basically the end of season. So coriander came up nicely this year. Now these flowers will turn into seeds which can be used next year to plant coriander again. Then I am growing capsicum. This was my first experience this year. I just bought this plant in 1 dirham from the market, and it has produced good fruit, basically good in quality, but the quantity is not enough. Then I have this pot full of spring onions. I have shown you this in many of my videos that I grow spring onion whole year, and it's very easy. You can grow them from seeds or from small common red onion bulbs. Here I have experimented with potatoes. These are potato plants in all these black plastic bags. They are growing nicely. There are big bulbs in that which I cannot pull out now because they need some more time, and potato plant is a little delicate. You need to take care of it, especially its watering routine and all that. It's a little sensitive, but yes, I'm showing you that you can grow it in Gulf even. And here I have tomato plants. Tomatoes actually I have planted in batches. So few plants which I have planted in November, they are fruiting now, and few of them, just like this one, these one I have planted in December, basically 1 month later. So they will fruit accordingly. I don't want to get the whole crop at once because I'm using it in my kitchen, so I just don't want to get them all at once and then freeze them. Just to use them fresh, I am planting them in batches and then getting them one by one. So now they started getting red with a little bit of sunlight over a period of 2 weeks around. They will be ready. In this area, I have kept different types of tomato plants. This is a different type, which is called cluster tomato, and this one I am growing from another type of seed, and this is long tomato. These one would be oval tomatoes, not round. That's why the plant is a bit bushy. It will not grow taller, just like this plant. It's growing bushy, not taller. So these are different type of tomatoes. I am growing around 3 different types of tomatoes in my garden. And then here I have broccoli plants also. These plants are looking very nice, although they give fruit or not, but they look very nice. Basically, it's ready to produce flower also. Okay, this is the area in my garden which is exposed to sunlight more than rest of the areas. That's why here the plants are flowering and fruiting more than the routine, or you can say earlier than others. And here we have another type of chili. This is called sweet chili, not the capsicum. This is another type of chili from another country, and this plant is also flowering nicely, producing fruit. And here in this pot I have 3 of them. 3 plants are there. And here I have a basil plant. This plant is around 3 years old, and it becomes a little sensitive during the hot months. That you need to take care of it and keep it under the shade net, otherwise it will not be this fresh and green. Okay, here I have spinach leaves, and this spinach I am growing in the water bottles. These are the 1 gallon water bottle, which I have cut it into half, and I'm just using it to grow spinach in it. In one bottle there are 2 to 3 seedlings of the spinach, and I just get them enough as per our use. These are so fresh. That's why I am trying to encourage you to have your own vegetables, to grow them at home. You can hear the sound, that how fresh it is, and it's juicy and watery. Just I can feel that water. You can see the juice is coming out of it. It's that fresh. It's very easy to grow, low maintenance herb, and just like other herbs, its beauty is that it can be harvested from 3 to 4 times during one season. So even if you have it in smaller pots, you can get enough for your regular use. And here in the garden bed I am growing another type of spinach. This spinach grows as a vine. This is called Malabar spinach. This is not the common type of spinach. This I have 2. One is red Malabar spinach and the other one is green Malabar spinach. I have planted them both at the same place, and they are just growing into vines. Their stems and leaves both are used, and then they produce seeds also. You can see seeds here. They are just producing these black color seeds. And unlike the common type of spinach, this spinach vine you don't have to plant every year. This is a perennial plant, and you just plant it once and keep on getting the cuttings and leaves out of it, and it will keep on re-sprouting and growing. Then I am growing mint here in the bottles, but this is not a winter vegetable. This I have just planted now. You need to plant it at the end of the winter, and you can grow it throughout summer in the shade, or you can just get a good harvest at least till May. And here are aloe vera plants which I am growing in every other corner of my garden. And this is not a winter plant or a summer plant. This you can grow throughout the year, and it will keep on producing gel-filled leaves, which is very useful and healthy. Then I have moringa, which has become a tree now. I have moringa in the garden bed, which is grown as tree, and the second moringa plant I have, which is in a pot, and this is also doing well. I have just pruned it recently because it was becoming a bush, and now moringa is ready to produce flowers, and then it will turn into pods. So this moringa also, we are using it as vegetable, and moringa is for sure, it's a summer plant, but in winter it sheds its leaves. Whereas you can see my moringa is not shedding the leaves. It just depends upon the proper care. Even in winter you can keep this plant fresh. So for me, this plant provides leaves throughout the year. And this plant is originally from Sudan, and I am not sure about its name, but its flowers, these maroon color flowers, are used as its fruit. You can say fruit or vegetable, whatever it is, but this is also in winter season, and this one is used in pickle and to make drinks out of it. Even it is used to make tea. These maroon color leaves are used to make tea, and they are really healthy and tasty. And here I am growing curry leaves. This plant is also around 3 to 4 years old, but this one I am keeping under the shade net in my tropical garden area inside. By keeping it under the shade net, it serves me as a perennial plant. Otherwise, in summer, it burns out and its leaves won't be that healthy. So the plant struggles during the summer season. That's why it needs a lot of care. But it grows healthy and taller as a tree if you take proper care of it. So viewers, that's all from my garden, but it does not mean that only these vegetables you can grow. There are a lot more which people are experimenting and experiencing and enjoying. So you can always try and see that what you can and what you can't grow. Just don't believe on the statement that we can't do gardening, it is difficult to keep your plants fresh and healthy in summer. No, it's not like that. Yes, you need a little bit of more care, but it does not mean that they would all die. So I have shared with you whatever was my experience. Now after that I will be showing you what all fruits I am growing in my garden, and inshallah that video will come soon. Till then, take care of yourself, stay blessed, and Allah Hafiz.